cannot talk to that. This is gonna be bad. Who would like to give us a recap?
Anyone?
All of us turn our heads
Anyone?
to the end of the table.
I would love to give the recap. Let me mosey on over to the recap so that I may give it. Okay. If anything is missing or wrong, it's your fault, not mine. You're liable, I'm not. Okay. We start the session getting teleported to the Anamora Tower. We're dropped right in the meeting room and see a whole bunch of people, members and apprentices alike. I will not be listing off all of them. That's on you. You find out that Sky has taken his first ever apprentice, none other than Salzir Eily Enther. Have you ever heard of him? Him and Kinsey hug and have a gay little moment before Drama whisks us out of the tower on little crystal platforms. Kremlis is absolutely covered in light. It's like Vegas and New York City, baby, all at the same time. There's so much shit going on. But we're taken to a nicer little spot at Kinsey's house for dinner. He rolls a 3 to lie to his mumsy and say that he's doing fine. He obviously isn't. They hug, have a nice little moment. That's hug number 2. We see family photos of him and his other mumsy, who is a lovely elf, not a dragonborn. She's currently away at a party in Zali where nothing bad will happen. Kinsey helps his mumsy make stew at the kitchen while the rest of the party make themselves lovely dinner guests. Seal and Selzier talk, and during this conversation, Seal makes Kinsey sound quite pathetic while being attacked by goblins when they first met, and then outs him. So really awesome. Thanks, Seal. Kinsey returns from the kitchen and gives Salzier the snow globes and tells a story about stealing one of them. Very cool, very bad boy YA pro tag. We have a lovely dinner in which Xerxes, Seal, and West try not to crack under the pressure. We see the terror Kinsey has inflicted on the garden over the years. Then we all depart. Seal goes to sleep in a tree, and Xerxes and West get rooms at a nice hotel. Cut back to Kinsey, who sees his room for the first time since he left. It's tidier than he left it. He unpacks all his things while Salzier watches, commentating on the novelties. Salzier sees the incredibly homosexual books, having read them himself in the past. Kinsey is getting all his gifts out for everyone, getting them organized. He proposes with the ring. Salzier says, I do. Obviously, what else would he say? Kinsey tells Salzier about going to the Abyss. It takes like almost no convincing to get that out of him. They put a message up in the sky. Kinsey's back, baby. West and Xerxes do see this from like wherever they are. Welcome to Kremlis. It's always like this. Kinsey and Salzier talk about the situation with Fang and Valen, and it's sad, and I feel very sad. There's a moment with the Cape of Billowing, and then they're off to bed. Cut to Xerxes, who sends a message to Baxter asking him what she should do, and he tells her to stay put and that she can't send him letters right now. Back to Salzier and Kinsey. Before they can sleep, actually, the Dreadheart decides to show up and being all creepy at the window. And tells Kinsey he hasn't tried hard enough looking for Valen yet, so it's not worth doing a task and asking the Dreadheart for anything right now. Which is very funny, I think. Then the Dreadheart dips, and Kinsey has to explain what all of that was to Salzier, which includes blowing up call banks and the situation with Aether, and then the rift in Athela. It's kind of a whole thing. During that, we learn that Kinsey's going to be put under a zone of truth when he's being asked to explain the events of him being gone to the Anamora, so we can't do the Callbanks lie. Bummer. Salzier called Sky earlier saying that he was too sick to go in tomorrow so he could stay with Kinsey, and then he has to call again later so that he could be with Kinsey at the trial instead, because it was a miraculous recovery, I guess. Power of gay friendship, not love. Then they finally go to sleep, and the next morning, Salzier's in a blanket burrito chilling. Kinsey and his mom are making breakfast, and as that's happening, Town Crier alerts us the Emperor was attacked at the party Elise was at, and LeVay was critically injured, which has never happened before. Kinsey immediately sends Elise a message, and not only do we learn she's fine, she's also Scottish. Good for her. Party gets invited over for breakfast, which is interrupted by Schrosk trying to give Kinsey his summons. Despite all attempts to ignore an hour of psychic attacks and knocking at the door, we finally answer. And we all get teleported to the tower where a handful of Animora members and apprentices are seated to watch. I'm not listing them. I said that's on you. Kinsey is brought to the center of the room and forced to retell everything that had happened up to that point, including the cave, the rift, the abyss, being held by Sky and Droma, called banks, just all of it. During the retelling, he asks Posidonia, he makes them make Posidonia leave. And when she does, the room gets this scary, heavy pressure in it, presumably from her storm magic. Very scary fellow that Posidonia is. He finishes up the story and is questioned further, and then we leave the tower, return to his home. Quite a somber moment. Party goes to help Kinsey clean out his old playroom for Dr. Flex. And then Kinsey talks to his mumsy about Calder. She says he was fine. And then he returns the money he first took upon leaving a year ago, having not spent even a single coin, and that's about where we end the session.
You missed something.
Huh?
Have you heard of Grace Silverspine? Yeah, he stabbed
No,
my
no.
friend in a cave.
No, you missed this.
I can't get any notifications while I have the thing
Aw.
up.
Hey, I just sent the fucking Chernobyl.
And it was Gray Silverspine.
And it was great. I did almost think about adding that, but I was skipping around in the thing and I couldn't find like the exact moment where he said it, so I couldn't like nestle it in
It's
correctly.
all good.
So I was like, whatever.
It's okay,
And
we
it
all
was
know what happened.
Braun.
Great Silverspine, Cult
would
leader,
never believe it.
cave extraordinaire, stabber of children, stealer of husbands.
Dealer of collarbones.
Stealer of
Gay
gay
sex.
sexer.
Fuck. Gay sexer of Xerxes.
And no one else.
And no one else?
No one else.
It was your
You
Gay
fucking
sex
imagine if
and
like
disowned
Kinsey was
child.
like, okay, Kinsey doesn't know this first of all, but could you imagine being in that room and Kinsey like points at Xerxes and is like, and Gray Silverspine had gay sex? That woman right there.
Gray
My good
Silverspine
friend.
had gay sex with that woman is such a funny like. Gray
I-
That's why I said
Silverspine
it.
is a
Everybody would just be like, what the
lesbian.
fuck are you talking about?
What was I gonna fucking say? Oh my god. Xerxes needs a shirt that says I had sex with Gray Silverspine and lived, and then on the back it said it wasn't that great.
You gotta get those shirts made, yeah.
I realized during
Sorry, you're in the city for it. If you ask for that, that's the top people. Oh my god, sorry.
Grace, I had Gray sex. No, I had gay sex with Gray Silver.
I had gray sex with gay Silverspine.
All I got was this stupid shirt.
All I got that was this stupid t-shirt.
it's a crop top.
All I got was this lousy crop top.
All I got was this bitchin' crop top.
I had sex with Gray Silverspine. Thankfully, I got a bitchin' crop top.
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I actually don't have like a full written introduction plan because I have no idea what you guys are going to be doing or are up to right now. We ended on a pretty sudden place just to finish it all off. But let me ask you all now, what's the plan? What's everyone up to? Are you guys still cleaning the Dr. Flex room? Are you doing busy work? I don't know. What's going on? So,
What time is it right now?
it's probably about like really early afternoon, like 1
Mhm.
p.m., 12 p.m. You guys got up fairly early.
If we had lunch,
If you'd like to.
do we
We
get
should-
to have fish lunch?
We should go out. We're in Kremlis. We should go out and have food at a fun restaurant and shop.
I was
Can we
gonna
go to
say,
Kremlis's
Kinsey-
Rainforest Cafe that I know that they have?
I was gonna say, Kinsey would probably like go up after he was done talking to Farley and like offer to take everyone, like
Mhm.
kind of show them around.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
We should get Dr. Flex more wizarding supplies.
You know, Kinsey, I'll give you a few just places and possibilities. You could
Uh-huh.
take everybody. You know, you're looking for food. There's always potions and pancakes.
That rolls.
Wonderful breakfast and lunch place, like a diner where you can order breakfast and potions at the same place
Wow.
and
Wow.
at the same time.
What?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
You're lying.
Maybe you're on the lookout for magic items of some sort. Maybe you're looking for books. For magic items, there's embers and ashes, and then the snowflake pedestal. Very flavored to like fire and ice. They're two separate places. And sadly, as you leave the house, you realize another magic shop has closed down. The
Aw.
Thunderbug has closed down. Kind of taken over probably by the competition of the two other stores that are running the world right now.
Can't wait.
maybe you're
What
on the
was the
lookout.
second one? The snowflake something?
The snowflake pedestal.
Thank you.
No problem. Maybe you guys want to look at trinkets because I know you guys like rolling for those. You can go to Tumbles and Trinkets. Ran by, and I assume you know some of these people. Ran by Paris Glowleaf. A very basic shop, but he just has a messy place where he keeps all of his stuff around.
Hmm.
And then there's a clothing shop, but you weren't ever really allowed in there. You know, growing up, it was pretty rough. But you know there is the Mana wardrobe.
Is this like the back of Spencer's? What's going on there?
Just those are some good options that you know about.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then there's also 7-Eleven. Sorry.
We have to get
there's a-
Slippies.
There's a lot of like different chain like places around here. If you say it, I'll just say why the hell not? It's here.
Mhm.
Sir
it's-
Donald.
Sir
I'm-
Donald's.
I want to go to the Burger Emperor.
Is there Wendy's?
No, there should be Wendy's and it's run by an
Wendy's?
air Nazi.
Mhm.
Wendy's? Okay, what about
Let me write these down.
I don't go places.
Wendy's is actually so funny. Wendy's.
Your food is delivered on a cloud.
That rolls. I mean, we could go to a couple of those places as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's early afternoon. You guys can do whatever the hell you want.
Like,
just-
is the party hungry, or do we want to go do something first and then get food?
Let's do something first.
Yeah, we can go to one shop and then eat, and then go
Mhm.
to another shop. You know.
You know, why don't we go to the trinket shop?
Yeah.
Yay!
Whoa!
Why doesn't
Yay!
Kinsey take
Hey,
us a
guys, we have money now.
Mhm.
We have money.
on
Well,
a,
I have money now, I guess.
a
Other people have
tour
money.
of every fast food place in Ekiel. Why are we here?
All right.
Wendy's.
It's like the videos of like people trying every fast food burger.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't think Zeus's has ever had a burger.
I don't think Xerxes would like it a lot.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
god, is the Rainforest Cafe the Feywild Cafe?
Whoa, that's a good idea.
Ooh.
Stolen.
Tivy came up with the idea.
Oh yeah, Tivy was like, I want this. Someone make it.
And then they did.
And then
Alright.
they made it.
So to the trinket shop.
Yeah.
Let me
Let
open
us
up.
in.
Let me open my D100 list.
Uh-huh.
How many do we each get to roll?
You can just be in there as long as you want.
This
I
is
will
gonna be
never
all
stop.
session.
So
Where's my?
we're
I'm
gonna
s- It's a
enjoy
good thing.
it.
Izzy
Nothing bad can happen
also-
if we stay in the trinket shop for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Kinsey is just like gonna walk out of the house without a disguise on. I don't think he even really thinks of it. He's just like, eh.
Awesome. That's really good.
Man, I can't wait to be on every magazine cover.
The DM will remember that.
Action will have consequences.
Yep. Let's use a brand new trinket list. I'm gonna pull up a different one.
Whoa.
Brand new.
Have you checked that one over though?
No, but I'll just have you guys reroll if it's bad.
Yay!
And then we get to roll again, so we get this serotonin of hearing the dice again.
Love Sarah. Love rolling dice. Love numbers.
The
I love
dopamine.
chance. I love gambling.
Hmm
Let me actually.
It's literally like, oh shit, 2 Kates.
So true.
All right. Oh, I just found 13 tables. Oh, we're good forever, guys.
People
Yay!
love their D100.
People love
Alright.
tables.
That is so true.
I
All
also
right,
love tables.
Kinsey.
Kissy.
Actually, everybody. If you guys
Everybody.
could roll me like perception checks as you guys walk around.
Sure.
The
Oh, I'm
math
really
city.
good at those.
Nice. 8. Better than that one? Yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
We're
A
leading off
10.
really good, guys. Come on. Somebody get above a 10.
I got
What?
a 10.
Ooh.
I said above a 10.
Okay. All right. This isn't super hard to notice, but surprisingly, Seal, the only one that really, as you're like looking around, kind of awkward in like the new city, you start like looking around and people are really looking at you guys. Immediately like start like catching like people's eyes, like trail over you all, and then land on Kinsey. And people are really like, as you guys are starting to walk down the streets, staring at Kinsey. It takes a second
Murmuring.
to realize, and then it's like, oh my god, that's Kinsey from the newspaper. That's the newspaper outfit. It's the newspaper hair.
I wonder if like
And-
the news story of him coming home is broken yet, or if people are just like,
Oh, he only blasted in the sky last night.
Oh no.
Bright and early, ready for the newspaper presses the next morning. How kind.
But for now, it doesn't seem like anyone's immediately approaching.
Mhm.
So this might have lasting consequences.
I hope we look intimidating and
Any-
hard to approach.
In Kremlis?
Oh, people are
No
looking at
way.
Kinsey. People are looking at Kinsey and going, "Damn, he looks really gay."
Look at all these gay people.
Yeah. But you guys head over to Tumbles of Trinkets, which is actually a fairly small store considering EKIL standards. Though to most other people's standards, this is about like this is about the size of your store.
Hmm They're
Which
copying
is,
me.
you know,
Okay, I get it.
yeah. Sorry. But it's fairly regular, fairly small, fairly normal. It's like a good start on the Akil experience.
Mhm.
You
With
walk
very,
in,
like,
there's a
basic-
red tiefling.
very, very basic, like see-through windows. No like stained glass. Ugh, weird. A swinging little wooden sign that says "Tumbles of Trinkets." It's like set up in like a tumbleweed. And it's very fun. But
That seems oddly familiar for some
Hmm.
where have I seen that before?
But you all can walk in. hear a little jingle of a bell as the door whacks something around.
A bell,
You went?
maybe.
A bell, maybe. But you can't do this to me tonight. I'm so not good with my words. We're gonna get into it though. We're gonna get into it.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
Bullying is fun for me.
You just have to.
You guys
deal with that.
enter. And inside, immediately at our front desk, and surrounding you, first of all, I guess, just piles and piles of random junk.
Yeah.
There's random pieces of jewelry. There are little papers that seem to have been misplaced, all with different things on them. Some seem to be like ripped out of old books. You see little like metal like shards and like random insignificant little things just decorating every shelf. And at the front desk, you see sitting down, leaning on a chair, is a halfling man. Kinsey knows to be Paris Glowleaf, Mr. Glowleaf, he prefers to be called. He, a small, stout man, dark skin, has these like very hazelish, brown eyes, and he wears a very nice suit jacket, white dress shirt, which is very clashing with like the kind of mess of stuff all around the shop. But he looks very nice. And he immediately, sits up in his chair, looks forward, tilts his head at you, Kinsey. Well, no way! Is that Kinsey Hazelvale? Oh, it's been what 100 years?
Not quite that long.
Really? It's felt like it. You've been gone for a while. People started to stop talking. It doesn't really happen around here. But he looks out at everybody. You must be Kinsey's apprentices?
No.
Nope. These are just my friends.
Oh!
I'm taking them around. This is the first time in Kremlis, so.
Well, I'm glad you brought them here. We have a great selection to show off. As you can see, and he like starts like pulling around the shop, and then realizes, well, there's nothing really good in that part, and then pointing the other side of the shop, and he's like, oh, that side's also kind of lame. Well, look around if you find anything you like, let me know. Yeah.
We all of us instantly do that thing we do when we go in a trinket shop and spread out and start looking at everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wes starts
Love
sniffing the air. Where's the magic?
Where I find
Because I have 12, 13 charts, I'm gonna have each of you roll a d12 first, and then it'll decide what chart we're gonna go
Whoa.
off
We're gonna roll
Okay.
13 D100s.
of.
should we go in a specific order?
Let's go in order of VC, which puts Ursat's in front. Parker, you go first.
Yay! Okay, D12.
Why are you
Parker, then
putting
all the
people of
S's.
color last?
Classic natural 8 on the D12.
Whoa, hold. All right.
I'm gonna 8 it, guys.
You're gonna
Then roll
eat it.
then roll a d100. Actually, we should have you. I'm gonna have all
Oh.
of you guys roll. Just fix it.
my
Oh,
God.
awesome.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm keeping my number 1.
All right. All of you guys
That's
can
insane.
roll your d8s then d100s. Actually, it just makes more sense. And it'll go in order of stuff. But as you guys
That's
roll, Parker,
insane. Yeah.
West, you, walking around, kind of can't really find anything interesting. You're like going around the corners. You're trying to like pick up different like metal pieces. Normally, there's something cool in here, right?
Mhm.
And you like pick up like a piece of paper and you look at it. It's like put together, like tied together. Just papers, and as you look at it, it just counts down. It's like counting up. I mean, like down the paper. You like, well, that's weird, and you flip to the next page. Oh, that's also weird. It just keeps going. And you have a list of counting to 700.
Wow. No way. It's just a book with numbers in it.
Well, what does
This
Wes
is
think?
perfect for me. He doesn't get it. He's like flipping through it. He's like, okay. And he's just like standing there flipping through it, waiting for something to happen. He's gonna be doing this on every page. He's gonna be here for a little while. I don't know if anybody notices him doing this.
That's so funny. Oh, 612.
Yeah, he literally.
Um, all right. Sage, you are on table 5.
And I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Classic 5-4 maneuver.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Sarah, if you were the only person who got above a 11 on the D100 and you got a 71.
This is so fucking stupid. Kinsey,
Hmm.
you find as you're like sorting through all the things,
Oh
find a
yeah.
piece of clothing.
Okay.
You're like, well, that's weird. There's like a lot of like junk around here, and you pick it up, just a pair of pants. And you pick them up, and you see Mr. Glowleaf like look over. Oh! Those are very important. That belong to an old Animora member, a powerful necromancer. You know, Stephen Necromancer.
Kinsey folds up the pants and he puts them back.
Necromancer, more like Necropancer.
Does Kinsey know about Stephen Necromancer?
Do I know about Stephen Necropancer?
Necropancer?
Yeah, like I said, Necropancer.
You would know about Stephen Necromancer.
His name's not
Is
Parker.
that amazing?
Real
guys.
Animora member, a real necromancer.
The first.
Didn't have a long time in the Animora. This was about a couple hundred years ago.
Mhm.
He didn't really last. Old human guy. But he did exist.
They were just
And
letting
he kinda
anybody
looks like
in.
Parker.
I don't really particularly care about owning his pants.
So true.
I
Check the
pin that
pockets,
guy,
check the
that's me now.
pockets.
You have to
Oh,
tell me
can-
everything about him.
Can I
'cause
check the
that's me.
pockets?
Yeah.
Roll a
you-
D100.
Put your hand in like one of the pockets. No, then you put it in the other one. Should I make you roll a D100? No, that's stupid. You
Lynn.
actually feel something. You feel like like something like soft as you like pull up, and it's like a ball of lint.
Yeah, let's
You don't
go.
have a D100 table for items
Lint?
that you would find in like a lost pair of pants?
Oh no, I don't.
He puts the lint back in the pocket. Puts the-
Kinsey searching through it like, oh my god, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Oh my god. All right.
Nothing will ever top our most valuable trinket. The ugly face rock. Just kidding, it's Dr. Fox.
All right. Oh my god. Seal. You're looking around.
Looking around.
You're looking around, and you find like a little box, wrapped up with like brown string, and you undo the brown string and you open the box. It's very very small.
Inside.
Yeah, there's a massive like set of cards, like maybe up to 120 cards. And as you like flip it over, it has like different creatures on them. You like flip the first one up, and it says green slime. And it's a green slime on the card, and it it describes the slime as like its acidic body makes it a worthy foe. Like, okay, then
Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
you flip up another one. This one is the spell Fireball. It, just like random descriptions as you flip them over, and you like set the cards to the side. As you set the card down, the green slime, a little like illusion of a green slime glows up above the card.
Whoa, oh, that's
Whoa.
sick, actually.
Holy shit!
my
It's
God.
literally Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm sure I can see this.
You have to. You have this. You have to. We have to
It's
have
like a
this.
little game.
Has Kinsey ever played this little card game before?
No, you've never seen this before, Kinsey.
Whoa.
Maybe something similar, but this is
Mhm.
special. Is you're like flipping cards over and you put them over. You put down like Minotaur, and you put it down, and the green slime and the Minotaur start fighting.
Oh,
Yes.
Whoa.
Uh,
I should buy this.
Oh my God.
Who wins?
This
Which
is our
one
travel
wins?
game.
the Minotaur crushes it.
I want Seal to buy this and not even like use it as a card game. Just like put random shit against each other to like
Yeah.
watch it fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put shit in front of ants. See what they do.
If you're like really like into it, you see the halfling look over. Oh yeah, that's 5 gold. No one's bought it. No one could find it. Maybe is the problem, but 5 gold.
I'll buy it right now.
Woo! Kids, you
is
brought
too
some cool
good to
people
pass.
along.
What a steal.
What a steal.
What a seal.
You have 2 decks of cards worth of. We'll call them Yu-Gi-Oh for now. Well, I think of a better name. They don't have a name.
Duel monsters. That's what it's called in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Duel monsters.
That's the actual Yu-Gi-Oh card name.
Oh my god. Alright. So Seraph rolled a 71 on table 11.
What about dueling and dragons?
Uh,
No, that's not.
Dueling and Dragons is crazy. Seriously, you find scroll. Scroll.
She finds a
Fine,
scroll.
that's one.
What?
No way.
This is a little unfortunate.
Aww. Is it another?
It's no, Xerxes. You find a journal. It's like brown, pretty like tattered, torn up. You can open it up and you can almost immediately tell from like the recent lookings and things you've seen in Primordial. This is a journal fully in Primordial, all written in like poetry-esque stanzas.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot you can recognize from it. The writing is very like careful, very beautiful. It's like someone like did this all in calligraphy pen. It's just poetry the whole way through. About like 120 pages worth.
Let me get this to Kinsey.
I was literally about to call Kinsey over. I think Xerxes like looks around the shelves of stuff. Thank goodness she's tall. But even then, it's like, ugh, where are they? Like walks over, sees like Kinsey and Seal playing with the cards. Kinsey, do you have a moment?
Yeah,
What is
sure.
that?
It's
What is this
card game.
bull attacking this moss glob?
Kinsey like
What is
puts down
that?
another card. Like we'll
Wait.
see if it joins the fight.
We're seeing
Yeah,
what
this
happens.
blue dragon comes up. It's kind of unfair.
Oh man.
Is it like those battle simulators?
Uh-huh.
This is what, a toy?
Yeah, it's like a game. Do you need something?
Oh, yes. You read Primordial, yes? Or practiced in it.
Yeah.
I found this book. She shows it to him. Can't read a
Mhm.
thing. Assume it's in Primordial.
Primordial.
Be
Do you
mean
read
to
it
me.
or
Morbius.
You're not super. You're not like well learned on Primordial. You can recognize some words. You could probably take time to translate it too, but you don't like.
Mhm.
You can't read it like easily.
Can I use my wand to cast uh what the fuck is it called? Comprehend languages?
Of
Mhm.
course you
only?
can.
How
Yeah,
often
you
One
can
of
you
needs
the
to
do
know
that?
about the
7
poetry.
charges.
7 charges?
Yeah.
7 charges per
Seven
like
charges.
what?
There's a couple different spells on it.
Uh-huh.
Skywriting was one of
Yeah.
them. I assume yeah, it's like 1 plus like 1d6 charges, I think. So you would have gotten to use last night.
And I think an amount recharges every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a fun item.
What a
Mhm.
fun item.
Oh yeah, she's like showing you the book.
Uh-huh.
Just a lot of poetry. I didn't write anything down, but I can if you'd like.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to.
Like any
Just look
general
up
like
poetry.
sort of topics, I guess.
It kind of
Love.
it's a lot. It's a lot of poems.
Uh-huh.
But the first few seem to be about someone having like a really kind of bad life, not really getting the best pick. Kind of a lot of like darker stuff. Talking about how things are kind of unfair, and the further it goes through, you can kind of tell from one of the poems like, oh, this guy just fell in love.
Oh.
And they just keep writing and writing and writing. And it starts to like grow into a bunch of love poems and like good. Oh, the world's so good. The world had no color before, and now it has color.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
You better not make tragedy strike.
And then near the end of the journal, it looks like maybe the person had passed. And it wasn't like a super sad, like depressing thing. It was like this guy had accepted it. They were going to pass away at some point soon. The journal itself is super old, so you can assume this was probably gifted from like a long ancestor of some sort. Yeah, it tells a nice story.
This is so sad. I love love.
Yeah.
I
Kinsey
hate
looks like
love.
back up at Xerxes. Just seems like someone's like sort of journal of poems over the course of their life.
I mean, the calligraphy is gorgeous.
It's very nice poetry.
There's nothing worse than bad poetry. I think she like shuts it, but like keeps walking around looking at stuff with it like tucked under her arm.
Awesome.
Does anybody notice Wes staring at this book yet?
I think Kinsey finally
did Xer-
notices, like after.
He's just been standing there flipping the like pages in this book.
What you got there?
The book.
Can I see it? Oh, what's going on in
Wes
there?
kind of like turns it around and is like can like he like crouches down so that Kinsey can watch him flip the pages. He's on. It's like 562, 563, 564.
Wes. How long have you been at this?
When did we come in the store?
Alright, you can put it away. It's just counting to 700, I think.
Let's flip to the very back page. Is there anything there?
It says 700. You made it.
Wes closes it and puts it back on the shelf. he wanders back over to see the cards. Whoa. They're
Blue
fighting.
Dragon's like standing victorious over like the melted slime.
Oh god.
It's unfortunate.
What if I put like 5 different cards against the dragon though?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
You like start to like pull out different cards.
One of the
What,
cards
gray
is a swarm
silver
of
spine?
ants.
Great silver spine. You flip one over and it reads Tarask. You're like,
Ooh.
"Weird."
You put
Uh,
that one down.
and this massive image starts to appear of this like big, like kind of reptile-y creature that literally devours the blue dragon.
Wolf, how do I take care of this thing now?
Is there a I almost said a Dr. Flex card, a rock card.
There probably is a rock card, yeah.
Oh my god.
Do we finally get to see what Dr. Flex will look like?
That's crazy. Doing this with Dr. Flex there is so funny.
Dr. Flex is trying to peck at the things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
images.
The you put it down like the illusion of a very, very big bird. It doesn't, obviously not to scale, but
What?
it seems what they do is instead of making a lot of the illusions larger, though the Trask is like bigger than the other ones, it makes the other ones smaller to like fit scale and size. So you have to like crouch down a little and you look at it, and watch all the fighting. It's really fun.
We're all crouched around this like makeshift table of a stack of books, watching this.
It seems these decks were like drafts, instead of like before making like super flavored, stylized stuff.
I love them.
Is everyone done looking around? There's a lot of places we can go, so don't want to spend too long in one place.
I mean,
Does anybody? Can I do one more look? I got a numbers book.
you're not satisfied with your numbers, but
We can do. We can do a quick one.
I'll do a really quick look around. Do you want to choose a
D12
chart
and
for me,
D100.
or do you want?
I have no idea what's on any of these charts. D12 and D100. Unless you want to do 13, the mystical number 13. All right, 7.
the old 7 instead of 13 maneuver.
The old 734 maneuver.
734.
That's not a maneuver.
Yeah, it is. I just made it.
I don't know what this means. I'm gonna read this and then I'll give you a different one. But this says a map to your ancestral home.
I think that's literally just a map back to where he lives. You know what? That might be helpful. He doesn't know how to get home.
Let me. This one's fun. Skipping this one, but I'm gonna say this one too because it's funny. This one also says a pair of pumped up kicks.
already has
That's already
those.
got some of those.
this short's
Got the pumped up
fucking
clogs.
great. Yeah. You pick up a little like bag of like made of fabric, like tied together at the top of like a little brown string, and you untie it a lot. And you see a see-through bag. And inside the see-through bag is this like almost, Wes, you've seen a shooting star before. It looks like a shooting star that's like constantly like stuck in place, but the trail's like moving behind it. Like it's trying to move, but it can't.
Whoa.
It's trapped in this little see-through bag.
Whoa. Wes like pulls it out to show everybody.
It's a shooting star.
My
Well.
God.
The star.
I almost want to roll Arcana on that. How is it doing that?
Should I do it?
Kids is the expert boy.
If you'd like, I don't have an answer, but I will make something up if you'd like an answer.
I feel like Seraph could make an answer for us too.
17.
All right. I mean, definitely magical.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing to your particular strengths. You wouldn't really get this. There's like people that are able to widely like make things smaller or bigger. So maybe if someone went all the way up into space, but
I was gonna
that
say
doesn't.
show Vera.
Yeah,
Nope,
that doesn't
yeah.
seem tangible. Yeah, actually, Vera might be the best person to ask about this.
Cool. I'm
Uh,
not going to.
You don't want to talk to them?
But it's very fun. It's you know, Vera can make stars, so maybe someone did something like really normal. Like, no way someone went up to space to put this
Mhm.
star in a bag. That would be
That'd be weird.
no,
Ridiculous.
no one would do that.
If they were doing it for their lover, though,
Mm?
I brought you a star to wish upon. What do you wish for? I wish for nothing but you.
Wes has
No.
been absolutely mesmerized by this, by the way.
It's very pretty.
Pretty.
He's mesmerized by the sparkle of the star.
It's making him think about something.
Oh, someone was inspired by that one Tivrara song. I don't know if you've heard it by this. It was instructions.
Guys, I'm gonna buy the star. Just
I'll buy
like
the star.
Tivrara asked. That's the one that he sang about. So how much is this?
Oh, that's pretty cool. 6 gold.
Wes Wes instantly goes for his gold pouch and hands over 6 gold.
Oh, kid, you brought the coolest people ever. Talking to the buddy.
So much money.
All right.
How much for this book of poetry?
It's just a book. I like a gold piece.
Just a book. All right.
Oh, well,
He sets
okay,
down a
alright.
gold
This
piece.
is somebody's life story. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Grabs like the gold piece. Hey, someone gave it to me for like 5 silver. I'm not really not to say much. I'll take the gold piece. All right, well, that's all. Have a wonderful day. Kids, you might want to keep a lookout. And he like points towards the window.
Kinsey looks.
There's a crowd of people.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Is there a back
you-
door?
Yeah, but I mean, Kinsey, you know that doesn't always work. But you
Anybody
guys
here know what he spelled?
can try the back door. And he like opens up the desk. Kinsey, you see like immediately see reporters. You see people with like full cameras being set up outside the door.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kinsey's gonna try and dodge that if he can.
Yeah, he'll show you the way to the back door.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
You know, best case scenario, probably want to sprint. Good luck. He opens
Kinsey,
the
do you
door.
want me to carry you? I will run very fast.
I'm alright with you, Wes.
Hmm?
Where
Say that
does the
again?
back door, like, he says I'm alright.
Okay.
Where
It
does
leads
this, like, back door lead?
just like a little like alleyway in between two
Okay.
buildings.
I'm gonna cast Disguise.
This is crazy.
This is gonna
Um,
put her cloak on.
uh-huh.
Hood up.
I guess Kinsey's just gonna go with, the one he has of, like, the girl with the red hair.
All right.
I probably should have done this from the start, but whatever.
What is your name again when you're looking like this?
I have 2 written down and I forget which one I used. Was it Amelia or Amara?
I think Emil.
What was the second one?
Amara.
I think it was Amara.
It was Amara.
Okay. Amara it
Um,
is.
You say it because Amelia, that's Germalore.
That's also the name of my mother's.
No way.
Okay, we're going Amara.
All right. You guys all sneak your way out the back door. Nobody's set up there yet. Thank God. But you're gonna start to inch your way through the alleyway. Make your way out. It's tough. Because West still looks like West, and they definitely saw West through the window.
West can not look like West if you want.
West can be a mouse.
Oh my god, wait, can West wild shape?
I was gonna say West could be something else if you like.
I mean, you guys have a moment before you're leaving the alleyway.
1 sec. I'm adding this thing to my backpack real quick. Let me quickly scan what animal I could
for
be.
your wild shapes.
Sorry, there's another thing in this trinket sheet. It's crazy. It says a cabbage that cannot be eaten.
Cannot be.
I like that a lot.
Hey,
What?
Dr. Flex. Hey, we got you something.
Okay, before we leave, once we're out of sight from the front door, West, you guys see a little bit of bright light as West wild shapes into a kitty cat.
Cat.
Like a big, like a little green cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown
Awesome.
and green cat. This is normal.
Kinsey has the most insane animal companions right now. Like this massive baby bird and this green cat.
This massive baby bird that is almost impossible to carry in your little hood anymore. He kind of has to walk around.
Uh-huh.
Put him on top of me. I'll carry him.
On the
No.
cat.
No, that's not gonna go well.
The cat could ride the bird though. All right, you guys head out the alleyway. You see people looking around. You see like the crowd in front of the doorway now. You see all these people like getting ready with their cameras. Now it's starting to look a little confused. Looking around. Since most of you are disguised or covered up, can you all roll me a stealth check with advantage?
Oh man.
I already get advantage on that.
Okay.
I guess not as a cat. I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, but no.
Because of the clogs.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You get advantage though, right? Or did
That was my advantage. The other one was an 8.
I see.
Or the other one was a 6. So it
Oh,
wasn't a
do we
7.
all get advantage?
Yeah, you guys all get advantage.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, well, that's a 1, so 13.
All right. Kinsey, you definitely don't feel noticed. But
Uh-oh.
I'm just a cat, though. Weird cat.
Yeah, you're just a cat. A little weird of a cat. People are. Your DC was lower. Xerxes.
You're mean.
You see a group, kind of like chunk of the wall of people split off and start to like rush over to you, notepads in hand, this like very long quill for each of them, and they all run up to you and they're immediately like, I saw you in a building with Kinsey Hazelville. Can you
Get away! Get away!
Can you go just
Get away!
they kind of stick with you as you start to like move away. With the group.
She like holds the cloak tighter around herself and starts walking away faster.
You're also in the newspaper article. We saw you in the background.
West.
Xerxes is speaking in
You're gonna interview the
Sylvan.
cat.
West like goes over to where the interviewers are and starts weaving through their legs, you know, and, like a cat, you know. And
Sorry,
he's
what?
trying to trip them, but also
He's
not.
what?
Like,
He's
not
weaving?
suspiciously.
He's weaving?
He's weaving! Oh no, he's weaving!
Let me roll an acrobatic check for the reporters.
Xerxes is like speaking in Sylvan, like I don't speak common, get away from me.
He's also like a Maine Coon, by the way. Like a
Yeah,
fluffy kitty.
Fun cat.
before I roll this acrobatics, as you like speak in Sylvan, like I don't speak common. One of them speaks out in Sylvan. Can you please tell us about the Genji Hazelvale
She speaks
situation?
Abyssal.
We'll say their DC was a 10, and they fail.
Yay.
As they're like moving forward, Wes, you trip over this like whole crowd of people now gathering. It's like when one person falls over like in a motorcycle show.
Yeah.
And everyone starts to like trip over the first guy. And you manage to like slip out of the way. And you guys can get away. I'll say you guys can.
West meows at it's the deepest meow you've ever heard. It sounds kind of like a moo also.
Yeah. Okay. Kinsey's gonna try and head to Embers and Ashes, I think.
Whoa! I love this place.
Love magic.
Kinsey, if you were Kinsey,
Yeah.
what magic shop would you think you would most frequent? Which one do you think you'd be, besties with? Would you? Be,
He's the fire baby. He'd be Embers and Ashes.
You'd be Embers and
Fire
Ashes.
baby.
Awesome. Just making sure. Then you would know the person who runs the shop. This is Nensho, spelled Nensho. And he's a fire genasi. You know him to be a fire genasi from Corleone.
Whoa.
And everything he has is super flavored with different like fiery aesthetic. The store as well, as you guys start to approach, the stained glass like revealing like shows of like fire, like reds and oranges like growing up against the windows. You see the big this massive sign out front in shape of like fire as well. And as you know, you push through the door trying to get through quickly. The floor immediately looks like embering coals. So not actually hot, but the ground below glowing with this like blackish coal falling in between. And it's like magma. You're like walking on magma. It's cool. It's kind of weird at first as you guys start to step in, but it's just fun. It all looks fun. And you enter. This shop is way more organized. Very much set up to put specific items in specific places. It seems more wondrous items are all set up in its own little section, whereas weaponry is set up in a different, then jewelry, and then rods and rings, and of course cloaks of different sorts, all in their own place, like perfectly all set up together. And as you walk in, you see the fire genasi, not even at like our front desk, kind of like looking around at his own material. He wears a suit as well, actually. He wears like black suit jacket, black dress shirt, a black vest under, like all like clashing with this like red fiery aesthetic of his shop. You see his hair is bursting up in fire, like it wants to like swirl down and be long, but it's long. It's just all going up. His eyes are very much like this glowing yellow with these little black pupils inside, very much resembling fiery coals. But he seems overjoyed as he's just like looking at all of his things, walking around. Seems to be like one other person in here, just an elven folk, looking at the different materials. But as you walk in and you hear like the jingle of a bell, Nensho looks over. Well, color me surprised. Nice try, Kinsey. He looks
Oh my god.
directly at you.
It's not for you.
Still a cat,
it's
by the
for
way.
everyone out there. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Yeah, I can imagine things have been a little tense after your long time away. And you start to like look at the other people you're with. Your bird, the cat. Seems like you've made a lot of friends as well.
Suppose I have, yes.
Wonderful.
How have things been?
Well, things have actually been great. Ever since the Thunderbug closed up, God rest his soul. business has been booming. I mean, fire's a little more showy than the icy aesthetic, though. I guess each has their worth. But things have been great over here, and I assume things have been all right on your end.
He shrugs.
Yeah, it's about as good as it could get. Well, if you all need anything, let me know. You can have your own look around to your own will, though. I'll give a nod and such as continue to admire all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
He's gonna look around.
awesome. Is there anything specific you guys are looking for, or do you want me to go through my massive list of things? And we'll
I
have
do
fun.
like massive lists.
You should go through
But
your massive list.
does anybody have
Mhm.
anything specific first, like
Yeah.
that they want to look for before the list?
I don't really think so.
I can't
I
think
think
of
Kinsey
anything
just
off the
doesn't
top
really
of my head.
look at weapons. He doesn't look at weapons. So.
Is there a
Okay.
gun?